Hello again, and it's good to be able to speak to you at Ellingham School. Again, I'm speaking to you from my study, my office, in my house in North Sunderland, because of course in these difficult circumstances I can't come in and personally share collective worship with you. I'm very grateful to Mrs. Lakey for inviting me again to speak to you as we come to the end of this summer term, the strangest term that any school really has ever known, and in fact the strangest term that every school has ever known. It's over 4 months. It's 18 weeks, it's more than 120 days since all of this began, and our lives were disrupted by the closure of schools and then the long period as we worked to bringing you back into schools safely at this time. And I want to start off by saying that you in Ellingham School are very, very fortunate in the fact that Mrs. Lakey and all the staff team have worked so hard to enable you to get back into school, and have worked so hard that what you do in school is done in a safe way and a sensible way. And so we should be very grateful for all the extra work that they've put in over these months, which has made such a difference. You've had more than a whole school term. You've had nearly half a school year in these very difficult circumstances. And as well as saying thank you to the staff team, I want to say thank you to all of you. I go to the governors' meetings every term, and the things that we've heard over and over again is the way that you, the students at the school, have worked so hard, have been so sensible, and have made it possible for the school to operate in the best way possible in these circumstances. So it's big thank yous all round. A big thank you to Mrs. Lakey, and a big thank you to the teachers, and a big thank you to you for everything that you've done and the way you've behaved and reacted in these very difficult times. I want to move on now to talk about saying goodbye. This term has not ended in the way that anyone would have wanted it to. And many of the things that are special for school leavers have not been able to happen. And that's very sad. And there's nothing that anyone can do or say that can give you that back. But I do want to say this to you leavers this time. Please, when you think back at your time at Ellingham School, don't just think back on this last term and a bit, but think back over the years to all that you've experienced at the school. It's a very special place, and you've had a very special opportunity to be part of the school community. It's not ended as we would have wished, but there is very much to give thanks to God for. And I want to, on behalf of the governors, on behalf of the churches, to wish you well as you move on to new adventures in a new school. And I hope that although it will be a very different start to your new school life in September, it will be good for you, and you will find yourself in a safe and a happy place. So best wishes to you as you move forward. And to the rest of you, the ones who will move up a year and will be coming back to school in a new way with new responsibilities, I want to wish you a very happy summer holiday. And again, we look forward to seeing you in September as school begins again, and as we try to welcome you back in a safe and a sensible way. Finally, I want to return to this icon, this picture that I showed you the last time. I actually believe, and I myself practice the fact, that we should all remember this image. We should look at this picture day by day. I look at it every day because, as I told you last time, it reminds me, if you think this is me and this is Jesus, it reminds me that Jesus is with us every day. And that's important to remember. It's been important to remember in the difficult times over these last weeks. And it's important to remember as we step out into the future. When we start new things, which can make us feel nervous and which can be difficult, we need to know this, that God is with us and that the love of God will always surround us. And that's the message I want to leave you with as we say goodbye to this school year and to this school term, and as we think about the new opportunities and the difficulties that we will face in September. Remember that God loves us, that God is always with us, and that we can rely on the fact that we are always in God's care. May God bless us all through the summer holidays and as we come together again for September. God bless us, and thank you for listening.